Here we go. Greetings and welcome to Prog Monster. Take two. Yeah, I got almost through the video and then I banged it and erased it. That's a first, actually. That's never happened to me since I've been doing this. I've had a few where I've stopped it, but I've never actually erased the whole thing. So anyways, we're here with our September series, those other prog bands or the other prog war. So basically what this is they're not tier 1 or tier 2 bands. They didn't have any real international success. Maybe they didn't have a lot of commercial success either. Many of them only had a couple of albums. Some of them had a lot of lineup changes. Some of them maybe have had bad manager or a manager who didn't really help get their career going in the direction it needed to. Maybe they didn't have enough exposure where they needed to, or they couldn't get out of their own country. There could be literally all kinds of different reasons why they didn't make it. The most important part about this is that a lot of them, I would say 2/3 to 3/4 of these bands I listen to, I think are just fantastic. They're all chosen by Ben. He has excellent taste in music. And my job is just to listen to what he gave me and then try to pick one of them to win the battle. So the first band here in this battle is Stepahead. They're a French progressive rock band. This is their self-titled and only album. I believe it came in '82, but my penmanship is not so good, but I think that's when it came out. Surprisingly very clear and very modern sounding for an album so vastly old, I think. The cover has kind of got a mystical feel to it. Lots of piano, lots of guitar, lots of synthesizers and keyboards dominated in this album. Guitar and the keyboards really are the dominant feature. Vocalist is very good too, but he's not as dominant. That might be the only weakness of this album. Lots of hard rock flavor on this album too, almost as much as the prog. So this could go either way for me on that. It's a dominant album, really catchy stuff. Just surprisingly a modern album. I like this a lot. It's, I think, one of the stronger albums in this tournament, and just really good. I wish they'd made more stuff, but unfortunately they only did the one album. The other band, or the band they're facing today, also very strong, but very, very different from most of the stuff on this tournament. Very unusual stuff. There's 2 or 3 albums that were in this tournament that were unlike anything I'd heard before. This is one of them. This is a band, it's called, where are they? Got them upside down. Humadala band. It's the Humadala band. And the album is Om Mani Padmi Hum, and they are Tibetan. So maybe there's a Buddhist influence here, or perhaps what's the other religion? I can't think of it right now. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember. This is strong instrumental opening, lots of harmony, vocals here, very strong choir-like singing on this album. I think if you could get this really loud in a room, this would be phenomenal, I think. The keyboards are very forward as well. Strong vocals, very operatic, I think. The flute was good on this as well. I enjoyed that. And they did have some synthesizers, basically as kind of atmospheric, to kind of cover up those dead spots, or those spots where there's not as much music, to try and give it a full body. I think that's what their attempt is to do here. Really good album. I loved it. It beat out an album, Yezda Urfa, that I really liked quite a bit as well. And I didn't think that anything was going to beat that, but this one it won it. This is a unusually strong album. I don't know if you call this progressive, though. I guess it's progressive. It's different for sure. It's very different, very unusual. Lots of Indian sounds to its music. Just really, really reaching for a lot of areas here, and I guess Prog is one of them too. So for me, this was a really tough choice because I really liked both of these albums a lot. But I'm going to have to go with this album here, the Humadala Band. Even though I still think that Stepahead is a great album, I just think this one is going to take me to places I've not been before. And so, even though I think they're pretty close, there's not much splitting them. The only thing splitting them is that this one I think has more potential than that one. A little bit. So by a hair, it's going to squeeze through. So Humadala Band will go through to the, I guess it's now the quarterfinals, which will start tomorrow. And we'll see what matchups Ben has for us. This last set of matchups were tough, man. There was at least 5 or 6 bands in this that I thought were 5 or 6 of the battles in here. I just thought it's going to be real tough to choose one or the other. A couple of them I chose bands that going into it I thought, no, this one's going to win. Let's see how much it's going to win by, and then they lost. And same with, there's a couple of them like that. One of them was today. I thought Stepahead was going to win this, but after listening to them again, I said, no, this band has just got some very unusual stuff here, and I really like that Indian sound a lot as well. So there you have it. That's it for the second round in the series. We are down to 8 bands remaining. I hope that you're finding this is interesting to listen to as I am to do. And if you have any comments about any of the bands left or any of the stuff we talked about, please leave it in the comment section below. And hit the like and subscribe button. Much appreciated. And we will be back tomorrow with the beginning of the next round. So take care and have yourself a good one. Bye.